Y'all having feelings? So this episode was so charged. First of all, I didn't mention in the last review that I just did. Wow, I made that real clear. I didn't mention about how they're talking about trying to find the king dragon, which is an allusion, alluding to the second movie, and so we're getting more and more hints about it. It's happening, y'all. It's happening. We're getting there. But oh my gosh. Wow. So this episode was really emotionally charged because it's about Hiccup and Stoic, and they have this falling out because, Stoic learns that Trader Johann has betrayed them and has never, played them for fools and has been plotting against them for years. And understandably, Stoic is really upset because not only was he duped, but his entire village, their lives were put at stake there. And so you can understand where all of his anger is coming from. But in true Stoic form, he reacts terribly and ends up saying some really, he ends up saying hurtful things to Hiccup, and Hiccup ends up saying some hurtful things to him, and we kind of get to see that father-son dynamic that they have where their communication is not the best. And it ends up with Stoic leaving the island to go search for willow bark, which is very important in medicinal medicine, and works to help cure colds and flus and fevers and different things like that. And it kind of, if I recall correctly, willow bark is kind of like aspirin in a way. And so without it, your village is, put at stake. And so that's what they were needing, and they didn't get it. And so the two of them are arguing this entire time because Hiccup wants to sit and come up with a plan, and Stoic wants to, act first, think later. And so they go off together, yelling and screaming as they do, and then the island is left undefended, and Krogan's forces take it over while burning down the resources that Hiccup and his father are looking for. And so you see the two of them have this falling out, and then at the end of the episode, they come together and they're able to work together and put their differences aside. Toothless was stellar the entire episode because he's working to try to get Stoic and Hiccup to work together. And it was nice to see that dynamic where they always have, to me, such an interesting father-son relationship because they really struggle with communication, as many parents and children do. I know I do a lot. So it was really great to see that dynamic again, which, well, I say great hesitantly. It's more of that's where, that's an aspect of their relationship that we saw in the movies and we haven't seen in the TV show, which on the one hand is really good because they are communicating far better and growing as individuals, but it was almost in a way nice to see those hints at their dynamic that we saw in the first movie, except for this time Hiccup has experience and he's gained Stoic's respect enough to at least be able to fight back, whereas in the first movie, he just had to go off and do his own thing because his father wouldn't even listen to him. So it's interesting, these dynamics that they have. I'm pumped. I can't wait for the third episode. Let's do this. I'm actually getting laundry done, guys. I'm doing this. I'm being an adult. It's lovely. All right. On to the next episode.